Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. Well, the second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second and 10. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And that's what you got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 35, here's second down and 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 49 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now. It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of a game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire 1st quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And it should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
They'll play fake. Now Young. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Let's go.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Steal. Check steal.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Now motion left with Mooney. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Drake Jackson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Red, yellow. Blue, go. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
It's Young on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And room there to work it inside the 25. 72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room, no points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next the score, Bears 10, 49ers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But he turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On the ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he is is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against him.
Moore, the man in motion.
Yellow. Claude red. Blue striker. Black ultra. Cut.
Now a first down throw for Young. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Second down and 4.
Young off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45.
Drill green. Slide through. Check, huh?
Now Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Panther 6. Edo Blue. Ready?
Young now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black, red. White, white. Ready.
Now Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Trouble, 38. Wow, fan. Cut, cut.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Black dot. Red, yellow. Set.
Now here's Young. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Rondale Moore, 35 yards.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Now Moody for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score Bears 17, 49ers 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now motion left with Mooney.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing, Young.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4.
Red, cycle. Yellow, go. 6, mega. Ready?
To throw, Young. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's go.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Young.
Sliding out of the pocket. This one caught by Kittle. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal.
Ultra. Go ultra. Black swap. Set cut.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bears 24, 49ers 21. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Third down at 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returning it is Moore. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready?
Young to throw.
Throw left side, and McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Okay,
They'll
right.
come up now on 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
Young. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Ready, right.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Hut, hut.
Now Young.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now 2nd and 4.
Black ultra. Ready.
Now Young. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's 1st down.
Hey, cross field. Set.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Here's Young. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Young to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Young. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I
did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ready up.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Ultra. Ultra.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
Well, plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Right back to him on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A good opening drive so far here in overtime, looking to put the pressure on with a touchdown. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
A touchdown does not end it, remember, but it sure would give them a leg up. It's 1st and goal here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
6 yards on the touchdown run. And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win them the game anymore with the rule changes and overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And CD, the pressure is on here. Only a touchdown on this series will prevent their season from coming to an end right here, right now.
And this is why the postseason overtime rules were changed, partner, to afford teams an opportunity to respond in this type of a situation, because in the past, this game would already be over, and the losing team would be making off-season plans. Now they've earned their way into a postseason. They do get a chance to answer after the other team scores first.
Trying to keep their season alive, down 7 in overtime. And they'll, of course, need to score before time runs out in the period as they work on second down.
What can Young do in the OT? They'll buy some time right. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did, partner, but it wasn't as simple as getting a quick touchdown and calling it a day, because they need a standout performance from both sides of the ball to earn this win in overtime, and they got it.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.